Good evening. It's Jeffrey Christian. It's 9:30 in the evening in New York on Thursday, the 13th of November. I'm not in New York. I'm in the Midwest, recording this from a hotel room. I would not have these sorts of curtains in my office or home. Precious metals were interesting today. Prices rose and fell sharply. See if I can navigate this PowerPoint on my laptop. Um, Gold got as high as a little over $4,200. It came back off and traded down into the 4,100 range. Right now, I think the price is around $4,173. Prices continue to consolidate following the massive run up in September and October and the decline in the second half of October. The reopening of the government has brought with it a number of uncertainties economically, and there are political problems both internationally and domestically in the United States, in various European countries, and elsewhere. So the economic and political environment remain unsettled and will keep gold and silver prices fluctuating relatively quickly and volatilely in the near term. Silver prices got over $53 briefly yesterday, Thursday the 13th. Came down, got as low as $52.08. And right now it's trading around $52.86. Clearly, with both gold and silver, a tendency toward higher prices, but a great deal of uncertainty and anxiety about how the economy is going to shake out and what the economic data is going to show once it starts getting released. And according to the White House, perhaps they won't even release it if it's too depressing. So we have to wait and see. Increased anxiety, increased uncertainties, continued volatility as silver prices consolidate. In the long run, we think that the state of the world is such that it will keep prices rising because investors will continue to be interested in these metals. Platinum prices, they're trading around $1,600 right now. As with gold and silver, they're consolidating, they're bouncing around, trying to figure out what exactly the state of the economy is going to be and is already. And palladium prices are about $1,460 as I speak on Thursday evening in North America. I want to show a couple charts on silver. We did a video on the 7th of November, the real silver market, and we went through some of the things that are inaccurate about silver that are being spread in the market. I won't go back over those issues, but I wanted to cover a couple things. And this is information that was in our November Precious Metals Advisory. London unallocated silver inventories have risen sharply. Total inventories, as reported by the depositories to the LBMA, of the depositories that participate in the LBMA data collection program within the outer belt of London, over the course of October, about 53.8 million ounces of silver were added to those inventories. That represented silver that had been imported into London from New York, from Shanghai, and from some other places. In addition to that, there were about 19.9 million ounces of silver that were in the London inventories already, but had been allocated to silver ETFs as of the end of September. With the rise in silver prices, we saw about 19.9 million ounces of those ETFs sold off and liquidated by investors. So that's another 20 million ounces that have shifted from being unallocated to being allocated within London. So in total, you saw about a net increase of 73.7 million ounces of unallocated inventories in London over the course of October. And those trends have continued to a slower extent in the first half of November. The other place that you saw were that silver inventories, ETF inventories. Investors sold ETFs in October. On a global basis, there were about 10 million, 10.9 million ounces of silver ETFs sold over the course of October. And as I said it just now, of that 10.9 million ounces, of the ETFs that were sold, there were greater volumes of ETFs that stored their metal in London. So you saw a greater decline in London-allocated silver held by ETFs, 19.9 million ounces, compared to a net total across silver ETFs of 10.9 million ounces. In total, year to date, we've still seen about 143 million ounces added to silver ETFs over the course of the year, but we did see this 10.9 million ounce decline in the course of October in response to the high prices. And these are just bars showing you annual changes in silver held by ETFs. You could see the big increase in 2020, and you can see that we're pretty high, probably second or third largest annual net addition to silver ETFs so far this year through October, and we still have 2 more months to go. It's really all I have for now. I will be back in New York next week, I believe, and we'll be coming back to you on Tuesday with a further update. In the meantime, you can go to our website. You can buy our yearbooks. You can buy a single issue of our Precious Metals Advisory Monthly if you want to get a 41-page report with greater details on gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. And you can write to us at info@cpmgroup.com if you want to discuss how we can work with you both as a research provider and a consultant and advisor. That's all I have. Take care of yourself. Take care of those around you. Do something good for the world. And we'll see you next week.